Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another official bets video. This is for UFC 281 Adesanya versus Pereira. It's going to be a great card. I have 6 bets on this card, and I really like my spots. I think it's going to be a big underdog card. Before we get into them bets, we're going to do a quick recap of UFC Vegas 64. Then we'll get right into these UFC 281 bets. UFC Vegas 64, I went 4-1 on my bets for plus 5.95 units. It was an excellent week, almost swept. But 4-1, I'll take it. My 4 winning bets, I had the Bautista under 2.5 rounds. That was plus 120. I hit 2.4 units on that, and that was as easy as it comes. Second winning bet was even easier. It was the Minner under 2.5 rounds. I won 1.75 units on that, and obviously he came into that one injured. So, but I'll take it. Third winning bet was Maverick Hadley parlay plus 2 units on that. Super easy. Fourth winning bet, Maverick Bautista parlay plus 2 units on that. Super duper easy. One losing bet was Maverick under 2.5 rounds. She was close a couple times in that first and second round, but Shanna Young improved a little bit, showed she could survive, and survived, took a beating, got dominated, but survived. That brings my official bet record to 163 and 116 for plus 61.7 units. That last week, the plus 5.95 units brought me to the over the 60 unit mark, which I'm super, super happy about. And we're going to just add on to that this week. I always kill it on pay-per-views. This is kind of a weirder pay-per-view for me. I just felt like all these lines were off. I actually have 3 big underdogs, and I think all 3 of them can win. I really do. I think this is going to be a big card for me. So let's get right into these bets. First, before that, can everybody take the time to please like this video? Please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, hit them bell notifications. It's all worth it. Everybody, the real OGs on here know I should be on a 9-week winning streak. I'm on a 1-week winning streak, 1-7, got ripped off one, won another one. So I should be on a 9-week winning streak, which is pretty ridiculous. So everybody hit that subscribe button. Everybody hit that like button. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern on my channel, it's going to be me, Johnny K Picks, Burt MMA, and Addicted to Combat having one of the best shows we're going to have ever. There's a lot of knowledge on this panel, man. And if you want some good bets, different prop bets, everything, come check us out. Have a good time. Grab a beer, grab a smoke, whatever, and come hang out with us. But the first bet that I have for UFC 281 is Dustin Poirier. I have 3 units to win 1.9 units on him. I got him at minus 160, which is love. You see, I put that in September 27th. So over a month ago, But I like Poirier here. I think he has way better technical striking. I think he's durable enough to take Chandler's explosions in that first round. And I think that he can use his leg kicks like he did with Conor and fight tough, and just wear out Chandler and maybe get a 3rd round finish. But possibly, both these dudes are tough. Maybe just get a tougher decision like he did with Hooker and all them guys, So you've seen Chandler was able to go 3 hard rounds with Gaethje. So I'm thinking it could go to decision, but I got Dustin Poirier, 3 units to win 1.9, got him at that lovely minus 160 price. Second bet is one of my underdogs that I love. I got Wellington Turman at plus 175. And man, I think he's better than Petroski. I think Petroski probably might have a little better wrestling and maybe a little better jiu-jitsu, but I doubt it. I mean, Wellington Turman's a high-level jiu-jitsu black belt. He's been training with Glover Texera and Alex Pereira for over a year now. He's only 26. He's only improving. I like his stand-up a lot better than Petroski's. Petroski goes hard in that first round, and if he can't get the finish, he slows down. He lost a round to Michael Gilmore. He lost the 2nd round to him when he couldn't land any takedowns and was getting outstruck, man. I just think Wellington Turman's a high-level black belt, and he's got the wrestling to maybe get taken down once or twice in that first round, but to get up, make Petroski work, and by that 2nd round, I like him to start taking over, and I think he can even get a 3rd round sub of his own. But I like his stand-up. I like everything. Like Wellington Turman's well-rounded. His problem has been his chin, but Petroski's a grappler. He's not a knockout guy. So, yeah, man, give me Wellington Turman plus 175, 2 units to win 3.5 units. Next bet I have, I really love this bet, man. It is the under in the Dominick Reyes Ryan Spann. I have 3 units to win 3 units. Got this at even money plus 100. And Ryan Spann has finished 17 of his 20 wins. 16 of those came in under 1.5 rounds. He's also been finished 4 times himself in under 1.5 rounds, including his last 3 losses. Dominick Reyes has finished 9 of his 12 wins in the first round. Ryan Spann, honestly, he gets rocked every time he gets hit. Dominick Reyes is going to have the speed advantage, maybe even the power advantage, but he's definitely going to be able to strike and have the more accurate strikes. And I believe that the first couple times Reyes hits him, he's going to rock Spann. Spann usually does some crazy. Once he gets rocked, he usually like takes terrible shots, shoots in. He'll get his he'll go for legs on the cage and get elbowed to sleep, like Johnny Walker did it to him. Carl Robertson did it to him. Just not impressed with Stan, and Spann. And just in case, Reyes has been knocked out in his last 2 fights, just in case Ryan Spann is a big dude, does catch him with something. Either way, both these dudes can be finished. So I love the under 1.5, 3 units to win 3 units, and I really love that bet. Next, fourth bet is another underdog bet. We have Julio Arce at plus 175. I have 1.45 units to win 2.5 units, and I like Arce here, man. I think he's got a 94% takedown defense. I think that he'll be able to stop the takedowns, fight the takedowns really good in that first round. And Montel Jackson usually goes hard for him, and he'll start slowing down. You've seen it in the Simone fight. You've seen it in the Brett Johns fight. And he can be beat. Every time he takes a step up in competition, he's gotten beat. He hasn't beaten nobody good. He went 3 whole rounds with JP Buys in his last fight, which shows me he's not that dangerous. I like Julio Arce, man. I like his knockout win over Julian Erosa. That could look a lot like this fight. Erosa's a big, tall dude, actually taller than Montel Jackson, and hits harder than Montel Jackson. More dangerous, in my opinion. He was able to knock him out and fought tough and beat Daniel Santos, who that wins aging well. Daniel Santos is tough, hits very, very hard. So I like Arce here, man, at plus 175. I really think that if he can keep this fight standing, he's going to be able to box up Montel Jackson. He's got way better striking, in my opinion, definitely faster boxing, better footwork. So give me Julio Arce as a big underdog, and I really do think he can pull this off. I was shocked at some of these lines for this card, man. I feel like a lot of these are off. And as a capper, if they give me what I see as a mistake, I got to take advantage of it and put in a nice bet, And here's another one of them. You got Frankie Edgar at plus 180. I put 2 units to win 3.6. Frankie Edgar is better than Gutierrez everywhere except for leg kicks and age. And the way they've been beaten, Frankie Edgar's been getting beat lately is by getting knocked out. He was beating Marlon Vera all the way up until the moment he got knocked out in the third. But Marlon Vera is way more dangerous than Chris Gutierrez. Like Marlon Vera is like 8 times more dangerous than Chris Gutierrez. I know Chris Gutierrez had a KO of Dana Bakhtarov last fight, but it was a hit. He hit him with the spinning back fist, which is a rare strike to win a fight with. Other than that, he had 5 fights in the UFC and only 1 finish by leg kicks over Vince Morales. He had 2 split decisions and 3 other decisions. Like this guy's not a finisher, and that's what he's going to need to beat Frankie Edgar. Chris Gutierrez has a 37% takedown defense, and Frankie Edgar has landed takedowns in every fight he's ever fought, except Corey Sandhagen. So I'm going to say that pretty much any fight that's went any amount of distance, he's landed his takedowns. I think Frankie Edgar is going to be able to outclass Gutierrez here. I think he's going to be able to handle the leg kicks like he did with Pedro Munoz. He does really good with throwing boxing combinations. When people are throwing leg kicks, gets in close, lands the takedown. Like I said, Gutierrez, 37% takedown defense. Frankie Edgar is going to expose that. I'm actually proud of the UFC for giving a legend an actual step down in competition for his last fight, before he's going to leave, because usually they don't do that. They just keep giving these guys murderers, like try to give Nate Diaz Khamzat Chimaev, you know what I mean? So I'm glad what the UFC did. I think Frankie Edgar at home, he's going to fight hard. I think that he's going to have the crowd behind him. So anything he's landing, the crowd's going to be going nuts. And I think he's going to have the judges behind him. So give me Frankie Edgar by decision, man. I really don't think Chris Gutierrez is all that good. Go watch. He's got 2 split decisions with guys that aren't even in the UFC anymore. So yeah, man, give me Frankie Edgar. My last bet, the 6th and final bet that I have not posted yet, is going to be Renato Moicano. I have 2.5 units to win 2 units on Renato Moicano, and I really, really like that bet. Renato Moicano is way more well-rounded than Brad Riddell. He's got the striking to stand with Brad Riddell, except he's going to be way bigger. I think he actually has more power in his hands, and he's got the way better wrestling and grappling. You've seen him go out with Jai Herbert, manhandle him, take him down, tire him out, finish him. You've seen him go out there with Alexander Hernandez, get the finish with him, out-wrestled him in the first round, dropped him, and then subbed him in the second round. And I think he can do that to Brad Riddell, man. Brad Riddell's been finished in his last 2 fights. All his other fights he ever had was super, super close, and he's never fought a grappler with this. Like he's fought some the Russian Mastayev. who was able to take him down a lot, but not hold him down because his jiu-jitsu wasn't that good. Same with Malarkey. But Renato Moicano is a high-level black belt, a whole different level of grappler than he's been fighting. And Renato Moicano is going to be huge compared to Brad Riddell. It says he's going to have 4 inches of height and like 1.5 inches of reach. But when they said that he was like 3 inches taller than Alexander Hernandez, he looked like he was like 4 inches taller and 20 pounds bigger. So I'm taking Renato Moicano, 2.5 units to win 2. Them are my 6 bets. I got 3 giant underdogs, one pretty much even money guy, 1 plus 100 person, and then 1 minus 160. So I got pretty much 4 underdogs, 4 plus money bets on this card, and I really like them. You can't always pick the favorites, man. I gotta take what the cappers give me. If you give me bad lines, I gotta take them, man. Fortune favors the bold, and I'm telling you, these underdogs are going to be barking this week. I stayed away from the main event and the co-main event. I'm just going to watch them as a fan. I just really didn't like the lines, and it's hard to tell what's going to happen in there. So, good luck to everybody. As always, man, I appreciate everybody watching my stuff. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and all that stuff. Check us out tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, man. It's going to be a hell of a show. We're going to have a couple giveaways. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. So, everybody join us tomorrow, man. I can't wait. Good luck to everybody. And, yeah, man, we're all going to win this weekend.